Tajikistan is a tourist delight. It is very peaceful and one of the safest places on the earth. Scenically spectacular, Tajikistan will enchant you no matter where you are in this beautiful country of warm-hearted people. Pamir, the roof of the world, is easily the country's highlight. It offers breathtaking high-altitude scenery and excellent ecotourism options. The mysterious and exotic Pamir Highway is considered as one of the greatest road trips in Asia. Dushanbe is one of the prettiest capitals in Central Asia, and the ancient city of Panjiken gives an interesting glimpse into the region's dynamic past along the Silk Road. Tajikistan consists of 4 administrative divisions or state or province. It is called Vilayat in Tajiki. The 4 provinces are Suk, Kathlon, Badakhshan and the region of Republic Subordination or RRP in short. Dushanbe, the capital of Tajikistan, comes in RRP province. It is located on the southern slopes above the Kofarni-Horn Valley. Situated on the confluence of 2 mighty rivers, Varzob and Kofarni-Horn, beneath the snow-capped Hisar mountain range, Dushanbe has great natural beauty along with modern splendors. It appeals to every taste and sensibility.
जब भी मैं दुशांबे आती हूँ तो यहाँ पर स्थित इस्माइल सोमोनी के इस बुत को ज़रूर देखती हूँ। हम ताजिकों के दिलों में इनके लिए बहुत मोहब्बत है और अगर मैं अपनी यात्रा यहीं से शुरू करूँ तो भला इससे अच्छी बात क्या हो सकती है।
We are in Dushanbe, the capital city of Tajikistan, with a population of around 700,000. In Tajik, or Persian language, Dushanbe means Monday. Long back, it was a site of a popular village bazaar, which used to be held on Monday every week. Dushanbe is certainly Central Asia's best-looking capital. It is difficult to believe that just a little over a decade ago, these were scenes of a devastating civil war that engulfed Tajikistan. That this was the place where gunmen moved around and blood flowed freely just. The Tajik capital has blossomed into one of the most pleasant cities in the world. Buses and private minibuses buzz around town at regular intervals. The bus fare is very reasonable and comes very light on pocket. There are also comfortable modern trolley buses which shuttle up and down the main artery of the city, Rudaki Avenue, all over the day. It is the most economical way to move around the city. Modern-day Dushanbe is a scientific, intellectual and cultural center of the Republic. There is the Academy of Sciences of Tajikistan, 17 research institutes, 17 universities, 8 theatres, 8 museums, 3 cinemas, 4 libraries in Dushanbe. Dushanbe is divided into 4 administrative districts: Abu Ali ibn Sino, Firdausi, Ismail Somoni and Shohmansur. The very names of these districts are indicative of a great tradition and history of the city. These are the names of great men who molded the intellectual history of the world through their profound contributions in philosophy, art, and science. I reached the presidential house which stands at the junction of Rudaki Avenue and Sumoni Street. It is said to be a good starting point for sightseeing around Dushanbe. Presidential House stands before me with all its grandeur and beauty. This large beige color building was originally the headquarters of the Tajik Communist Party. It is designed in the Soviet style with a dash of the Oriental taste, provided by decoration of the facade and fountains in the garden in the front of the building. Further north up Rudaki Avenue on the right side is the large and popular Choikhoni Rohat restaurant. The front part of this Choikhoni is on 2 stories open air, but under a very ornate ceiling painted in the Persian style.
खान पान के लिए ये देश दूर दूर तक जाना जाता है। शकारोप, कुरुतोप, ओशी बुरीदा, ओशी पलाव, फतीर, कुलचा, अरे बस मेरे मुंह में तो पानी आ गया। पर कुछ भी हो, इनका स्वाद और पौष्टिकता सबका मन मोह लेते हैं।
It is a good vantage point from which one can watch the world go by. I am now at the famous Friendship Square, a place thronging with visitors and sightseers.
We are tourists from Novosibirsk, Russia. We are traveling in Tajikistan mountains. Dushanbe city is a beautiful city and I am glad to visit it.
It was formerly known as Azadi Chowk. At the junction is a giant dominating statue of Ismail Somoni, a national hero of modern Tajikistan. On the top of the statue is a crown, perhaps made of solid gold. It metamorphically symbolizes Tajikistan as the crown of the world. Over the decade, the great figure of Ismail Somoni has been developed as a symbol of modern Tajikistan. It is a part of government effort of national building. Even Tajik currency is named after him and is called Somoni. Behind the Ismail Somoni Square is the garden with beautiful flower beds. Immediately behind the statue is a bronze map showing the spreads of Tajik families. Opposite the square is the building of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. Next to it is the grand building of the Majlis, the Parliament of Tajikistan, with fountains and flower beds. The state complex Khoki Bahadat, Unity Palace, is in the northern part of the city. It has several big halls in the complex, the largest having a capacity of over 1,500 seats, in which important national and international events are held. After passing an exciting day in touring around Dushanbe city, I decided to experience its nightlife. In night, Dushanbe looks like a dream city of legendary Arabian Nights. Bright neon signs and lightning everywhere and multicolor fountains create a romantic atmosphere. The nightlife in Tajikistan in general and Dushanbe in particular is slowly catching up with the Western world as more number of tourists and visitors are traveling to this country every year. The nightlife in Dushanbe offers full entertainment and exciting moments. You can really enjoy an evening out in the number of nightclubs and pubs that have opened up in the country. You will also be able to find a number of people enjoying a walk late in the evening with their family or partners in the parks or the streets. The general ambience in the street is very casual and entertaining. The local restaurants are very popular and tables are mostly occupied by tourists. While moving around Dushanbe, I could not resist the temptation to visit its main bazaar, which is also one of the major attractions of the city. The city has two main bazaars, Barakat and Shumansur. There are many modern shopping malls. They are full of Western stuff. There are modern dresses in beautiful colors and latest designs. The malls are a shopping delight for foreign tourists and modern present-day Tajikis as well. Next day, I took a taxi from Aini Park for the Verzob. It is the beautiful valley along the legendary Verzob River flowing silently against the backdrop of Grand Hisor mountain range.
वर्जोब के साथ साथ बहती हुई नदी के किनारे बसे हुए टूरिस्टों सैलानियों के आकर्षण का विशेष केंद्र है और छुट्टी के दिन तो यहाँ इनका जमावड़ा देखते ही बनता है.
This is one spot that all Tajikis are proud of. It is a must-see for any tourist. Located on the outskirts of Dushanbe city, it is a delightful place. A valley with grass and trees as far up as the eye can see, and a narrow but turbulent brook of blue but foamy water at the bottom. Various catering places, serving mostly kabob and fish, dot the side of the brook. I entered into a cafe here to have a light meal before continuing my journey to explore the Verzob area. There are many picnic spots also over here.
In this place, very good nature, very beautiful, and I invite foreign people from another countries to visit our country, especially Verzob, because here very good place.
Very beautiful country, and the food here is amazing. And you see the river is so beautiful and so blue. Air is very clean. I really love this country, Tajikistan.
हम वर्जोब के उस तालाब में खड़े हैं जहाँ छुट्टी के दिनों में सभी परिवार इकट्ठे होते हैं और पिकनिक का आनंद उठाते हैं. आप यहाँ बच्चों के चेहरों पर खुशी की झलक देख सकते हैं.
Now, I am in a small town called Koja Obi Garm, hot water.
मैं आज घूमते घूमते यहाँ खोजा बिगार आ गई क्योंकि मुझे पता चला यहाँ एक पुरानी पद्धति द्वारा लोगों का इलाज किया जाता है. यहाँ के गंगा के पानी के भाप से काफ़ी लोग फ़ायदा उठा चुके हैं. प्रकृति की ये अद्भुत शक्ति सिर्फ यही है.
It has got its name because of hot mineral springs over here. The hot mineral water in this region is said to have great health value. That is the reason that both domestic as well as international tourists throng this place to get the benefits of nature's bounty. At the side of the ancient town, archaeological and architectural monuments of different eras are now preserved, occupying an area of about 86 hectares. Several folk legends told by local residents relate to the Hisor fortress. Rustam and Afrasiab, the renowned heroes of Firdausi's immortal Shahnoma, are reputed to have battled here. According to the legend, the Hisor fortress was built by Afrasiab to protect himself from Rustam.
This madrasa was built in 16th century, that's why named as Old Madrasa. Then this building also was founded, built in 17th century. That's why this building as New Madrasa, another well known as Old Madrasa.
Tajikistan has many great museums dedicated to history, art and culture. It is a country with very glorious past, and many great people of art and science came from this region and spread the light of education and ideas. A walk through this museum can be a great experience for anybody who wants to understand the history of this region. On the fourth day of my tour in Tajikistan, when I reached Badakhshan in evening, I literally felt on the top of the world. In the Pomir region, Korug is a small town of just 25,000 people. Yet, it is the capital of the Badakhshan and by far the largest town in the area. Like any other town, it has market, mosque and theatres, etc. Cultural programs are a regular feature over here. It is difficult to imagine Pomiri life in Badakhshan without the perpetual accompaniment of music and dancing. Every village has excellent musicians and expert dancers. Pomiri dancing is highly rhythmic and uses complex and elegant hand movements. We reached Garam Chashma in afternoon. The place was as usually crowded. The place is very popular with locals as well as pilgrims from other areas. The Garam Chashma waters provide a curative effect for those with skin and other health problems. The curative properties of Garam Chashma mineral water is recognized far beyond the country. A small sanatorium is attached to hot springs. There are also many cafes, hotels, and popular tourist resorts in this region. My next destination was Darwaz. Its beautiful landscape and green fields charm the visitors and tourists. For generations, farming in Darwaz has played an important role in agricultural industry in Tajikistan. Farming shows are regularly held in Darwaz, and they are a part of the social fabric of its farming community. Darwaz is located at the extreme northwest of the Badakhshan region. It borders on Afghanistan to the south, along the Panch, and within Tajikistan on Khatlon province to the west and Dushanbe in the north. The administrative capital of Darwaz is Kalai-Khum. It was historically part of the Darwaz Principality, a semi-independent state ruled by a mir. The province of Khatlon is on the southeast of Dushanbe. It has three main towns, Norak, Kurgon Teppa and Kulob. It has been one of the most backward regions in Tajikistan during Soviet era. However, like the rest of Tajikistan, it is fast picking up now. New apartments and buildings are coming up all over the place, and the region is set on the road to modernity. Remarkably, the roads are excellent in the region. The south is dusty and dry in most of the time in year. But during the springtime, like England, the broad Vaksh River Valley presents the most delightful picture with long meadows of beautiful flowers. The best time to visit this place is spring or autumn season. People come over here with families for picnics. The town of Norak is famous for its beautiful lakes. Tajikistan is really the hotbed of hydropower. The result is this giant hydropower plant. The spectacular scenery around this power plant simply enchants the visitors. The snow-clad mountains and thundering flow of water with giant power, nature has really bestowed its choicest gifts to this region. It has vast areas devoted for wheat growing. The headquarters of collective farms lies in this region. Sarikosor is a village in Tajikistan. It is 57 kilometers east of Dushanbe.
इसकी तहजीब नूरानी, इसकी तारीख पुरानी, सुन लो दुनिया वालों सुन लो, हम सब हैं ताजिकिस्तानी।
इसकी तहजीब नूरानी, इसकी तारीख पुरानी, सुन लो दुनिया वालों सुन लो, हम सब हैं ताजिकिस्तानी, तेरा दिल ताजिकिस्तानी।
निकल पड़े हैं दुनिया में हम, अमन का परचम थामे,
अमन का परचम थामे।
सुन लो दुनिया वालों सुन लो, हम सब हैं ताजिकिस्तानी।
इसकी तहजीब नूरानी, इसकी